dolls, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another set of birthday nails. It's Aquarius season, sis. So let's get into this new video. I am doing a full set of extra long coffin nails with bling. She did have a picture that she wanted, and I'm just kind of like replicating that with my design and showing you guys how I do that. I'm going to add the before and after pictures towards the end of the video. So right here, as you can see, I am waiting to prep her nails. I'm going to go in and use my ball drill bit. Gloves first. Safety first, guys. Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves on and get started. I believe I already pushed her cuticles back because she did receive a soak off. So what I do is once the nails are done soaking off, I go in and push the cuticle back before I even start the prep work. So here I am using my nail drill bit. It is from Insatiable Nails. And I'm just going to go ahead and do each finger, and then we're going to move on to removing the shine. Okay, so here I am working on her other hand, still doing the cuticle prep work. So when doing cuticle prep work, you want to make sure you are working from the right side of the nail over to the left and then back to the right side. That's how I make sure that all of the cuticles have been lifted. The fold behind the cuticle and everything, all of that is lifted, because it will cause lifting if you do not remove it properly. So you want to make sure you get in there really good and have enough space after pushing those cuticles back. Okay, so here I am going in with my fine drill bits, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the shine, and I'm going to use that same exact method, working from the right side of the nail to the left and moving back to the right side. You want to make sure that when drilling the top of the nail bed, it is not like pressured into the nail, if that makes sense. Like, you want to make sure that you are doing a light buff, sort of if you were using like a hand buffer, to just lightly buff it really quickly. You don't want to apply too much pressure because that will cause their cuticles to bleed, and that's the last thing we want, girl. So make sure that when you are removing the shine from the natural nail, you want to be gentle, so the blade and everything in the drill bit doesn't cut their cuticle area. And after this, we're going to move on to sizing. Before we go into size really quickly, I wanted to add this clip of me cutting the cuticles. I ask all of my clients, do they get their cuticles cut, or at least try to? Ask them just to be on the safe side, so you won't be doing anything out of their permission. So always remember to try to ask them. Do they normally get their cuticles cut, or would they just rather you leave them alone? So just a quick tip, always ask the client would they mind if you were to clip their cuticles. Okay, awesome. Moving on to the next step, we are now going in with our extra long stiletto nails that I use from Apres. I use the stiletto version on this particular client, and then she likes when I reshape them to coffin because it gives it a more tapered look versus the already pre-made coffin shape that's with Apres. So, yep, this will be her sizing session here. I go in. I just realized that I need to start taking down the measurements of my loyal clients because it makes it easier when they do come back. You can already have it written down. I believe that each different size, or even if the length, I don't think the length really matters, but to just make it a little bit easier, writing down the size really can help cut down that time to get their full set properly on, and that gives you more time for design and, you know, everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and size them, and then after that we're going to move on to shaping. Before we get to shaping, guys, I think I'm moving a little bit too fast, and I do apologize for that. But you want to go in and you want to file each tip with the etching drill bit from Insatiable Nails. It is really awesome to go ahead and etch the inside of that tip to get it as dehydrated as you can to match on with the pH bonder and the primer and all the other products that you're going to use to attach the nail for longevity, you know, to keep those nails on 4 to 6 weeks plus. So I'm going in to do all 10 of the nails with that, and then we're going to move into application, not sizing. My apologies. Okay, step 1, we're going to go with pH bonder, and we're going to go ahead and apply that to all of the nails. You want to make sure the nail bed is still dry, like they haven't touched their sweater or anything like that, because that will cause lifting if there is anything left on the nails. So you want to go ahead and put bonder on all of the nails. Next we have the primer, which is step 2 in the process. We're going to go ahead and put that on, and you want to make sure you do the exact same thing with the bonder. Make sure you cover the entire nail bed to ensure proper application equals longevity of the nails. Always remember that, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and apply all 10 nails, and then we're going to move on to the extend gel and curing each nail under the mini lamp. Okay, so we're going to go in now with our extend gel, and we're going to make sure each nail is properly sized really good, and going to add just a tad bit. We're not going to over flood the extend gel because they will squeeze out on the sides. So you want to keep that in mind. And here I'm showing my mini lamp that I use to cure each nail. So we're going to go ahead and apply all of those, and then we're going to move on to shaping. Finally, we got here to shaping. So I'm going to apply each one, and then I'm going to shape and design. I did flip the camera to get a better angle, but it looks like it's still kind of like in a weird position. So I do apologize for that footage.